Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys today? I am waiting for my screen to catch up with my actual live, as there's always a little delay, because I want to make sure that you guys can see the whole screen here. I'm going to slide it down just slightly. I'm using kind of a new setup. How is everybody? Hey, Lou. I have my fan on. I'm going to shut that off because it does leave like a little sound in here. Hopefully Jasper won't be too loud today. We'll see, I guess. We're going to wait and see. Hopefully some people are going to pop in. We are using the Christmas Scotties today, and it is the cutest little stamp set and punch. And I'm going to show you guys a new technique today, so that's kind of exciting. Let's wait a couple minutes and see if some people pop in. And while we are waiting, I'm going to go ahead and go through all this fun stuff. So, Paper Pumpkin, this month's kit that we just got, the October kit, has these really cute Christmas cards. I mean, like super cute. And this kit coordinates with it. So this kit has tags, and you get enough to make 12 tags, 4 each of 3 designs. And then there's an add-on to it. So if you opened your kit from this month, you know that there was like snowflakes and a little Santa Claus. It was so precious. I loved the sleigh in the sky. I thought that was just the cutest. And if you haven't seen the kit, I do have an unboxing video on my channel. So this is mint macaron glimmer tags, which I'm so excited about because I don't think we've ever had glimmer paper. Well, maybe we have, but not very often do we get glimmer paper. And I don't think we've ever had mint macaron glimmer paper. So I'm kind of excited about that. And available already, if you would like to order them, are these cool little sacks that coordinate. So only subscribers of Paper Pumpkin can order them. So it's an add-on. They're called North Pole sacks, and they are paper sacks, but they're food safe, and they're so cute. And so it's a good way to add some gift packaging add-on. You know, you can add the tags to it, and it could be so cute. So then you could give a card with your little tag on your little food gift. I'm all about that for Christmas. So I get excited this time of year because we always have such great seasonal things. All right, if you guys have just joined in, please let me know you're here and let me know where you're from. So in the mini catalog, we have another kit that's adorable. It is a kit that has a lunchbox. Look how cute this is. So it has this really cute little lunchbox. It's a canvas lunchbox, and then it comes with all the contents in there for you to make these cute cards. It's non-stamping kit, so it's a great kit to buy for somebody that's a beginner or somebody that doesn't stamp, but that can just follow directions and put them together. And then they get this really cute insulated lunch box, which I just think is here's a bigger picture of it here on the top. But it is a really great kit, and you're also helping out support organizations that are working to end food scarcity and food insecurity. So I highly recommend being a part of that and get this Nourish and Flourish kit because it's super cool. Hey John, thanks for joining us. Hey Eileen. I forgot to text Mima to tell her, so I don't know if she's on or if she's able to get on, but I forgot to text Darlene. So that's that. And then of course we have the kids collection, which means you get a kit and everything comes in it to make whatever projects come with that kit. There's all different kinds. It's called the kids collection. If you go to inkyhandswarmhearts.com and click on Shop with Me. Once you get to my store, there's a section that says Kits Collection. And if you click on that, you will get to see all the different kits we have. This is our newest kit, and it's a birthday card organizer. It comes with this really cool book that you can slide your cards into the pockets, and it comes with enough cards that you can do 12 cards, 2 designs, 6 of each one. And it's a really great deal for $25 because you can reuse the little holder for the months, and then you can just fill it with new cards from your kits. So it's a great add-on that they've put in there. Then there's a Christmas gift kit. This one is also tags and gift card holders, so that one's pretty cool. Actually, our CEO on earlier today did this kit together on her, I think it was her Facebook, or maybe it was Stampin' Up's Facebook page, and it was a video of her assembling this kit, so you can see it in action if you're interested. And we also have this Christmas card kit, and this one is beautiful. Again, not very much stamping in this kit, but it is a great kit, and I love it, and it comes with 12 cards. So I think they're great, and you don't have to just make cards with it. Of course, we have the cute logo wear. This is the cute little toboggan or skull cap or beanie or whatever you want to call it. Let me grab mine because I do have it, and it is cool. I want to show you guys what it looks like, because it's always nicer to see it in person, right? So here it is. And it has this like suede or faux suede little stamped tag that says Stampin' Up. And then of course you have the cool little pom-pom on the top. And it's really nice. I can't wait for the weather to get a little bit chillier, but not too cold, because I like it better when it's more fall weather. But I don't mind if we get cold every once in a while. But that is the beanie. And we also have this really cool, we have lots of stuff that's logo, but these are just a few items I'm pointing out. We have this really cool plaid mug, which is great for the winter. It's a great guy gift. And we only have a few days left for this Join My Team promotion. So the starter kit is normally $125 worth of product for $99. So you save $26 plus shipping, because there's no shipping charge. And now you get $155 instead. So you get an extra $30. So $56 are free. You get a free paper pumpkin kit. That's a $23.50 value. And then you also get free shipping, and you get to customize your kit any way you want. I'm going to have to get on to Jasper because he's not doing what he's supposed to do. Jasper, no. Every time I go live, he gets excited and he starts doing what he's not supposed to do. So it's only till the 31st, so you have until next Monday. So today's the last day that I'll be talking about it on my lives, because the promotion will be over for that extra $30. Next Tuesday, fitting florets will become available for you guys. And if you choose to join my team, you can order it as part of your starter kit. Because you can customize your kit with anything you want, and demonstrators can already purchase these really cool products. So for this particular collection, it's absolutely gorgeous. A couple weeks ago, I showed it to you guys on the live, so I'm not going to do that again. But next week, this is the bundle that I'm going to be using. Jasper! This is the bundle that I'm going to be using next week. And you guys are going to love the cards that I've done with it. I'm also doing 2 blog hops next week. So not only are you going to get 6 projects, because that's what I give you guys every week, is 6 projects, but you're going to get 2 additional projects because I'm in 2 blog hops and with this as well. So you're going to get 8 projects next week with this really awesome bundle. I was not anticipating buying anything new at this time of year, but let me tell you, this is a phenomenal bundle. I love just the plain bundle. There's an add-on for Christmas stamp set. Now this Christmas stamp set's only available during the promotion, and the papers while supplies last, as well as the stamp set and these really cool gems that I'll be using as well. And I'll be using other gems with it, but those 3 items are while limited time only. And then this will be in the new mini catalog that starts in January. So you get to get it early, and when you buy it early, you have some add-ons that you can get with it. But you guys are going to love it. All right, I think we're ready to get started. Hey Mom, thanks for joining. So we are using the Christmas Scottie stamp set today. And if you guys have been on my website or on the YouTube channel this week, you guys have seen 2 projects so far. Today is day 3. And it is located in our mini catalog on page 34. So here is the stamp set. And it has a punch. And the punch punches out this little Scottie dog right here and a cute little bow. And it's actually that bow right there that's in the middle of the screen right now. That has that little white outline around it. So that means that that is punchable, as well as this puppy right here is punchable. The other ones have to be fussy cut out, but you know, I don't mind fussy cutting. And they're so cute, all 3 of those little pups. There's all 3 of them on that one card right there I'm showing you. So you guys are going to love this little set, and I've had the best time working with it, and it's a very affordable bundle. It's only $36.75 in the US, and I can only sell to people in the US. So for everybody who buys from me, it's $36.75, and you get this really cool punch right here. And it punches out the puppy and it punches out the bow. And then of course you get this stamp set. And look how cute this stamp set is. You get the 3 puppies. You get this really cool plaid tartan, which you can do lots of different ways. You guys are going to get to see that. You have some snowflakes, really cute words, lots of bows in different ways. You have this ribbon. And today we're making this card right here. And I have chosen to show you guys how to use our decorative masks to make this really cool plaid in the background. And as you can see, this little puppy here, which has a very cute rhinestone collar because they are high-class puppies, are trying to get into their presents, and this one is pulling on this bow. That's why I left it loose, so it looked like he's pulling on that bow. And I think that it's so cute, the saying that says, "May your days be furry and bright." So this is a really cute set. I used the plaid stamp right here to do our little packages. And I'm going to show you how to do this background today. And we're going to make the whole card. And of course, you guys know how much I love these brand new stylish shapes. Since we got them, I haven't stopped using them. I absolutely love them. And that I use the squares to do these packages. And then the bows are from the bow that's in the punch. And then this one's the ribbon. And I added the bow on top of it. I'll show you that today. And then we are going to be using what I said is the decorative mask. Now they're located in the annual catalog. And this particular pack has 2 different grid patterns. And we are going to use those to make this really cool background here on this card. Let me show you the inside of the card. So there is that puppy behaving. This one has the pretty red bow around the neck. And of course, you know, you got to have some ribbon here because they like to play with it. And it's your Merry Christmas card. So this is a really cute card. I hope that you guys enjoy watching me make it. So let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to show you how to use this artistic masks, this artistic mix decorative masks to, there's some more in here as well. You have this beautiful pattern here. And then you have this one. And then there's one that has labels. I'll show you. There's 2 labels, so that you can mask an area on your card. And you also get the punch outs that come so that you can mask around those if you want to. Use those to form a design. There's lots of things you can do with it. This is a really great little pack. And we're going to use these 2 masks in it for right now. And these other ones are still available for you to do additional masking technique. So let me move everything out of the way. I'm going to bring in a scrap paper, and we're going to start with these masks. Our card is a standard size. This color is Coastal Cabana, and I cut this as a 1/4 sheet of cardstock. So it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. We're going to take that, and I'm actually going to tape this mask down onto the surface. So what did I do with those pieces? I think I must have thrown them away. I thought I had them, but I don't know what I did with them. Jasper, behave yourself, mister. I tell you what, he keeps me on my toes. So we're going to just get new because I don't know what I did, but I'm just going to pull. This is just painter's tape or purple tape, and I'm actually going to tear it in half. I don't need it to be this thick. We're going to start with one at a time. I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to try and get it so that it's even on all the sides. John, you might have to come and get this bunny. Oh my goodness. He is being a stinker. All right, so I'm putting them over the top. You see how it forms that cool plaid with that extra line in there? And so I'm just going to adhere this to my paper. I'm going to do the same thing with the other piece. I'm going to do it on the other side. And then I'm also going to do the two sides. So we'll just tear this down the center. And I want to make sure that I don't get it onto the card paper, but this scrap paper doesn't matter because even if it tears it, we don't care. We're just using it to hold down everything in place. Okay, so we're going to start with our Coastal Cabana ink pad. So here it is. Oh, that's where the tape is. I knew I put it somewhere, but I couldn't remember. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, getting old. All right, let's get those off of there. Coastal Cabana. Oh gosh. I keep it real, guys. Real life crafting here. I'm going to try not to put my head in the camera, but I'm not used to the camera being this far forward because I kind of changed my setup. So if I put my head in the camera, I apologize in advance. So I'm inking up my blending brush with some Coastal Cabana. And again, just like any kind of ink blending, I always start on the side and get that initial darkness off. And then I'm just going to start in rows. So I'm going to work my way down this side first. And you can see I go in a circular motion. And so since I started up here, it's the darkest, and it's down here is the lightest. So we're going to do each row twice. So I'm just going to start now at the bottom, and we're going to work our way back up the row to even that out, if that makes sense. Okay. We're going to do our middle row next. So I'm going to dab off, and then we're going to start down the middle. And of course, you know, you don't have as much ink by the time you get to the bottom. So, like I said, we're going to go over each row twice. I'm going to ink that up. I'm going to start at the bottom this time and work my way up. All right. And let's do the last row. Again, I'm going to get that off, and then we'll start. So what this is doing is the mask is blocking those stripes on the cardstock. So I'm only getting the parts in between where the mask is. So when I lift this mask off, all the spots where that mask is covering is going to be the color of the cardstock. Does that make sense, guys? All right. So we worked our way the 3 rows. I'm going to close this, even though I will probably use it again. But I'm going to move my blending brush out of the way. And we're going to lift off these pieces. So there's one. And here's two. And now there is ink on here, so you just have to kind of be careful because you don't want to get ink everywhere, right? So we're going to pull off, and I'm going to clean that with a baby wipe in a couple minutes. But first I want to pull the tape off. Are you guys ready to see? Here we go. There's one. I'm going to move this aside because there's ink on this top section as well as this section. Look how cool that is. Pretty cool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush, whatever's left on it, I'm going to soften. It's not quite so stark, and I'm just going to run this over the top and just kind of soften that starkness there. Just getting rid of the extra ink. And now I'm going to take my masks and I'm going to lay them side by side on my scrap paper here, which I don't need for anything else. I'm going to grab my baby wipe and I'm going to wipe this corner first, and then I'm going to hold on to it, and I'm just going to wipe the ink off. All right, so there's one, and that's how easy it is to clean these. And we'll start in this corner here. I'll do that corner first, and then I will hold on there. Now, the darker colors that you use, of course, the darker the ink is, so you have to be a little bit more careful. This one is not too bad. So now I can just throw this away and throw away my baby wipe. All right, so we're going to trim down this piece of plaid. I did it a full 1/4 inch because I just wanted to see how it was going to look. And I wanted it to be smaller because if it's this full size, it'll cover the whole card. And I wanted an edge all the way around it. So we're going to trim it down. So I'm going to get out my paper trimmer. And I don't really like this end as much as this end. So we're going to cut this end down to 5 inches. So we're going to, I'm going to turn it this way so that you guys can see. I'm used to doing it upside down, but so I'm going to put this end that I'm cutting off on where it's going to be sliced, and this one at 5. So I'm actually going to make it a little bit bigger than 5 because I don't want that white edge either right there. Unless, let me see, if I do this, will it have that white edge there? No, it will not have a white edge. So I'm going to make it a little longer. We're going to go ahead and this is our cutting blade, so we're gonna trim that. Let's see what that looks like. We have a little bit of white, and then let's put it this way and put it at 5 inches and trim a little bit of that off. All right, so that's what we have on that side, and now we're gonna trim in this direction. And this side looks pretty even. So we want this to be 3 3/4 of an inch. So we're actually going to take 1/4 of an inch off each end. So right now it's at 4 1/4, so I'm going to put it at 4 inches. And then I'm going to rotate it around and put it at 3 3/4, and then that'll take that last bit off, and then these sides will be even. Okay, so there is our cool background. So now I'm going to show you how to distress it. So you can see on our card here, this edge is distressed. And basically, you already have the tool that you need to do that if you have a pair of paper snips. And so you guys know how much I use these. I use them all the time for fussy cutting for lots of things. Now don't open them because they're super sharp and you don't want to hurt yourself. So I do not use that. I use the sides that are not a blade, where they're closed, and I run this edge of my cardstock along. I'm trying to go as high up as I can so you guys can see a little closer. And I'm just going to press real hard against it, and it kind of roughs that edge up. And when I get to the corner, I let it crinkle it, wrinkle it. I put my thumb there so it doesn't come too far down. But I like the corners to be a little bit curved and bent. So see, there's that one edge. Okay, and we're going to do that on all the sides. So again, do not open your blade because you will hurt yourself. So keep it closed, and you're going to run this edge right along. And as much or as little as you want it to be distressed is what you'll do, okay? And so we're gonna come on the third side, and I want this corner to end up being curled, so I'm just gonna, there we go, bend it over like that. And we just keep on. Now, if you don't like distressing, then don't distress yours, but I think it's a cool look. And I don't do it on every card, but I did it for these doggies. And here's our last corner, so I'm going to hold on to it. I want that corner to be a little bit roughed up and bent, so I'm definitely going to let it fold over. And we're working on our last edge here. All right, so there is our roughed up edge. All right, so this is going to get glued onto our card. So our card is 5.5 by 8.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. I'm going to use my bone folder, and I'm going to join the two corners here. I'm going to use my bone folder to get a nice flat card, okay? And then we're going to glue this down. So let me get my silicone mat. We're going to put some adhesive on the back of this distressed piece of cardstock. What do you guys think of that distressing? And did you like the decorative mat that I used, decorative masks that I used? Do you like the look of that plaid on there? I hope you like it. I wanted to teach you guys how to do something fun and different, and some product that you may not have noticed. I'll dig out the catalog and show you guys where it is, where the masks are in the annual catalog in case you missed them. And now that I have it glued down, I'm really gonna make sure that my edges are turned how I want them, that they're curled if I want them curled, and my corners are up or wrinkled or however I want them to look. I'm gonna mess around with them. And I really can make it my own now, okay? So there is that. All right. So now we're going to work on our puppies. So I have already stamped and die cut out these squares. Now what I did was I used the stamp with this one right here. Okay, this is what it looks like. Okay, and so you stamp it down onto your cardstock. So in this case, I stamped it on a piece of Sweet Sorbet cardstock, which is this color, with Sweet Sorbet ink right here. And then I die cut it out with my Stylish Shapes, and it's the third size down. And it gave it that cool little edge all the way around. Okay, so it has like kind of a little stitching kind of look or piercing. So that's going to be the large package that's going to go here. And then this one is the second smallest, not the littlest, but the next one up. And I used a piece of Parakeet Party, and I used Parakeet Party ink. And then I die cut it out with this second square. And then this is going to be the second gift right here, okay? Now, I used a piece of Sweet Sorbet cardstock, and I stamped that cool bow stamp, which is this one right here. And then I stuck it into my punch right in here. I slid it in from the top and punched out this bow. And this is what came out right there. That little bow popped out of that hole there. Okay, and so that's going to be the bow for that one. Now, for this bow here, I took this piece here and I stamped it down on a piece of Parakeet Party. And then I took the same bow and I stamped it over the top in Parakeet Party on that little hump there. And when I did that, this is what I got. And then I fussy cut that out and fussy cut all the way around it. Okay, so that on that little hump, I just stamped that stamp right over the top, and then I fussy cut the whole piece out. So then this is going to be the bow that's on this package, and this is going to be the bow that's on this package. So this little puppy was stamped in our Memento Tuxedo Black ink pad, and I fussy cut him out, and he's going to go right here because he's trying to get into that package. Now, the little pup that's in the front, we're going to do him together. So I'm going to grab a piece of basic white cardstock, and I'm going to uncap my Memento. And so let's get him. Here he is, super cute little guy that he is. We're going to go ahead and ink him up, get him nice and black, nice and dark. So I just want to make sure he's inked up well. He looks pretty good. Let me get these dies out of the way in this. Okay, so he's looking pretty cute. We're going to stamp him onto this piece of basic white cardstock. And there he is, all super cute. How cute is he? So we're going to clean that stamp off with our Simply Chamois. I'm going to make sure I get into this little area here. Ink likes to ooze there and where the eye is. Okay, and so that's where he goes. And then we're going to punch him out. Now, you can take this piece and you can slide it into your punch like this, and then you can finagle it. Or you can just use, what I do is I grab my scraps that I have left over, and I put a little bit of glue on them. Okay. And I'm going to stick it back behind here where I don't need it to punch. So, and what this does is it forms a handle, gives me something to hold on to. Okay. So then I'm going to take my puppy and I'm going to slide him into my punch. And with this handle, I can move him around. You see how I'm moving him? And I'm going to position him. I'm going to actually stand up to do this so that I can see, and I can bring him closer to the camera for you guys. I'm going to position him in this piece, and when I have the right amount of white all the way around, I'm going to slowly start depressing this punch until it grabs. Okay, and I'm happy there. So I'm just going to press. And out comes our puppy. Isn't he so cute? So there he goes. And then this little handle, you can just trim it off and use it for another project down the road. And you have a white bow if you want it. All right, so there is that piece. Now, the inside of our card, we have this little puppy. And so he is going to get stamped directly onto this piece. And this piece is, I believe, 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And so I'm going to grab that stamp. It's this one right here where the puppy is sideways. We're going to go ahead and ink him up. Get him nice and inky and ready to go. We're going to stamp him in this corner here. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. There he is, looking precious. All right, and let's clean him off. Now I'm going to show you how I did the bow around his neck. So if you don't like to fussy cut, you don't have to stamp them on a piece that you need to fussy cut around. You can just stamp them onto a piece or a circle or a square or whatever you want to do. So we're going to grab our Sweet Sorbet. And I have this stamp here. So I have this one that fits right there on that white part of his neck. See that right there? This is going to fit right there on top. And that's going to give him a red collar. So let's do that first. I'm going to ink that up. And I'm going to position right over the top here. And there's his red collar, kind of looking through the camera, so I'm a little bit off. I'm going to go ahead and stamp that one more time. There we go. So there's his little red collar. I'm going to clean that stamp. And now we're going to do the bow. So this bow here is a sideways. And so I'm just going to ink that up. And when we stamp it, it's going to look just like that right there. Okay. Make sure I'm in camera here. And I want to position this so that I can see what I'm doing. And I want to stamp his little bow. There he is in all his cuteness. Let's go ahead and close this before I get red ink on everything. Because that's why the name of my business is Inky Hands, because I make messes. So I'm trying to prevent that today. All right. So on the inside, we're also going to stamp the words Merry Christmas. We're going to stamp that in Parakeet Party. So we'll get that out. And we'll put that right here, kind of above the puppy's head here in the middle. So there's our Merry Christmas. Okay. And then lastly, we'll use that Coastal Cabana. We're going to do that ribbon down the side. Jasper's decided that he wants to play with his wood toy while I'm live. Because that's how he is. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down this side here. Looking so cute. So there is the inside. Let's clean these two stamps and close these ink pads before I get them on me. And then we can assemble our card. All right, so we're going to clean this. We have just one more stamping thing to do, but not till the very end. And it's on the front of the card. All right. So let's go ahead and put our little Scottie that's on the inside of our card first. So I'm going to move these guys. Grab my silicone mat and put some adhesive on the back here. You guys sleeping on me? Did I put you to sleep with all of my talking? I feel like sometimes I'm like talking to myself. I mean, literally, I guess I am talking to myself because you're not able to talk back. But the chat is your talking way to talk to me. When you guys don't talk for a while, I feel like I'm talking to myself. Okay. So we'll put this on the inside like that. So cute. Don't you just love this little one right here? He is precious. All right, so on the outside, we're going to start assembling the little packages. So I'll put this card here so you guys can have it for a reference. And we're going to start with this red package in the corner. So we're just going to flat glue that. And then I'm going to put the green one next. So I'm going to go ahead and add all of my glue first. All right, so we'll start with this package. And it's going to be a little bit higher than the other one because the pup's going to be in front. And I'm going to move it over a little bit. I don't want it that far over there. There we go. So right there is good. And then we're going to bring this one a little bit lower, like that. And there are our two boxes. All right, so we're going to put our bows on, and they are going to get adhered with mini dimensionals. I got to grab those. I got to find them. Let's see, here we go. All right. So we're going to start at the center. I'm going to put one, and then you guys know how much I put dimensionals on things. So there's actually going to be 3, but they're mini, and so you can put as many as you want. It's really the rules. That's how the rules work. And so I'm going to do the same thing on this one, and I'm actually going to get even more crazy on this one. So get ready. Get ready for the excitement and the craziness. So I'm going to put 3 here. Jasper, behave yourself. I'm going to put 3 right here. I need to grab that little weasel so you guys can see him and all his naughtiness. Okay, and then this is the edges of the mini dimensionals, and so I'm going to trim. I know, crazy, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to trim 2 pieces, and I'm going to put them down here, because this is the one that has the tassels flying, and I just wanted it to be super secure. So I'm going to put those right there. And I think I'm going to put a little bit, one behind this piece. I didn't do it on my last card, and I kind of wish I had. I may still sneak it in there. I'm going to put one there. And then I'm going to use the edges again. And I'm going to put 2 just right where it meets here, because I don't want it, it's very thin, and I don't want it to tear because it's loose at the rest of the placement. So that is what I've done with this one. I've kind of gotten a little crazy, but I think it will help support it a little bit better than what I originally did over here. But while I have this out, I'm going to go ahead and pull the back off of this dimensional and sneak it underneath this piece, because I'm scared that it's going to rip off and I'll be so sad. So because it's so long, I need to give it a little bit of extra support, I think. So there we go. Yeah, that's much better. I feel better about it. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull the backs off of these dimensionals. I gotta grab my take your pick tool. We'll start with these thin pieces first. Grab those 4. And let's pick up this one that I pulled off to reinforce my original. And let's see if I can get that last one. It's kind of full. I don't think it wants to come, but we'll try. All right, and then we just have the one more, the one over here. And we can put this cute bow with its ribbon that has been pulled out by this naughty puppy. So we'll put this one like this. Okay, and then I'm going to attach that, and then those pieces will be held a little more secure. And so let's pull these 3 off of here. And we're going to put this cute bow in this package. Looking pretty cute so far. Okay, so now this little naughty puppy needs to come up here and be nipping at this bow and leaned up against here. So I'm going to flip him over. I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. I'm going to use some regular size and some minis and make sure that I over dimensionalize to my heart's content. Let's see. And then let's add some minis because I can. Let's put one here. Let's put one on his hand. Come on, this doesn't want to come off. There we go. And one of these by his ear and by his tail. I don't want his tail to rip, so I need to make sure I secure that down. And I want his ear to be reinforced. Okay, so that's that one. This guy's also going to be popped up. So we're going to put some dimensionals at his feet, at his little snout here. We'll put one at his back. And then, of course, again, I need to reinforce his tail. I don't want that to tear. I'm going to do his ear as well. And then I'm going to use minis because I can and because I want to. So we'll put another one right there. All right. So now that I have completely filled this with dimensionals, I'm going to pull the backs off of them. All right, that one's ready. The one at the bottom. And then the little standing puppy, let's get him ready. Let's do his tail and his ear. Let's do these little mini ones first. And then I'm going to purge. We'll come back for the big guys. And one more. All right, let's stick these little guys down. So this one's going to come here in front. He's the one that's guarding the packages, and he's probably telling the other one that he's going to get in trouble. But he doesn't care. He's like Jasper, and he likes to just be in trouble. And he thinks he's so cute that it's not going to matter, and he can get away with it. That's what happens in this house. I mean, Jasper is so cute that he just gets away with everything. Okay, so now, before I put the bling on, because that's what pops the whole card, I'm going to put the words, "May your days be furry and bright." And we're going to use our tuxedo black to match our pups. And we're going to put that right up here. Hopefully my head is not in the camera. It probably is. Let's press that down. There it is. May your days be furry and bright. Let's clean that, and then let's bring out the bling. And then I will show you the projects from earlier in the week in case you missed them. And then I will show you last week's projects because you only get to see Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And so I want to show you the rest of the week. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab the rhinestones if I can find what I've done with them. Here they are. I'm almost done with this package. You get a bunch of rhinestones though, 140, so they do last a while. So I'm going to use the large ones for the two bows. So let's grab my take your pick tool. I'm going to use the putty end. We'll grab this big one here and put it in the center of that bow. And then this one will go here. All right. And now let's make their collars sparkly. I'm going to use these little ones. So I'm going to put one in the center, and then it will help me to line up my other two. I'm going to grab this Jasper if I can so that you guys can see his little mischievous self in a minute. He is just, he'll probably run away and it won't let me grab him. But here is, whoops, that one. Come on, it's stuck to my, let's try a different one. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness. Just put that one back. Didn't want to stay. All right. So we have lots of bling. I just have a little bit left, but I do have a new package. I'll show you what they look like when you purchase them because they're so pretty and sparkly. Let me find a full pack. Hopefully I have one. Here we go. So you get a bunch of these guys. See how cool they are? So check those out if you've never purchased our rhinestones. They're really nice because you can color them with your Stampin' Blends any color that you want. So I love them. All right, let's put them back in their little package. All right, so this is today's card. I'll show you the inside again. So cute. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And so Monday, I introduced the stamp set, and this was the card that I made. And this is the inside. We have some ribbon. And I made the puppy this time. He's crumb cake colored. I think he's precious. And then yesterday's card was this one. And I show you how to change the sentiment to Merry Woofmas instead of Christmas. And I love this little guy's tail just a wagging. Isn't it so cute? Thank you, Lou. Thanks, Meme. Thanks, Eileen. So these are the cards so far this week. Tomorrow is Case the Catalog, and you guys are going to love the card. And I hardly ever do this, but I made a video for YouTube for Case the Catalog, which I rarely do that, but I love the card so much that I had to do it. Because I adore it. It's just the cutest. So, you guys have got to see tomorrow's card on YouTube. Check it out. You can go to inkyhandswarmhearts.com, and I always have the videos embedded there as well. So if you don't want to go to YouTube, you don't have to. They're embedded into the blog post. And I hope that you guys enjoyed these projects so far this week, and you have been enjoying this Christmas Scottie stamp set. So let me show you the projects from last week. I'll move the little Scottie dog over here just for right now. And so last week we started with this card, which I showed you guys because it was Sunday's card. This suite is so beautiful. And then this was Monday's card. And then last week I showed you how to make this one on the live. So those are the three that you got to see last week. Then I did a Case the Catalog, and this was our classic Christmas card. I thought it was so beautiful. This is raised up gold embossing, so it's very glimmery and shimmery. I love these little pearls on here. And this is the inside. So this was the cased card. And then I did a 3D Lumiere. And so let me grab my tea light so I can show it to you guys lit up, because that's the fun way to do it, right? Let's light it up first. And so if you guys recall the star treat bags that I used on the Halloween projects, I chose to take the same star treat bags. I think my light is getting tired. Let's try again. Here we go. I wanted it to be on flicker, but I don't know if it has enough to flicker. Let's see. Oh, there it goes. So, see how beautiful that looks through those stars? And I did these really cool tags, and I showed you how to make this really beautiful bow on my video. So if you didn't get to see this one, this was last week's project, Thursday. And I do have an entire playlist for this bundle, so you can watch all of the projects together. But this is the Lumiere, and isn't it pretty? It's a great little gift to give a hostess. Let me shut that off. And then Friday's project was the accordion. And I know you love this card, Meme. So this is a really cool card. See, it's like an accordion. So this was a Fun Fold card that I did for Fun Fold Friday. So that was last week's projects, and I hope that you guys enjoyed those. And I hope that you also look forward to next week's projects or this week's projects the next few days. And like I said, you guys are going to really love next week's because that fitting florets is absolutely stunning. And you are going to love it. So let me pull these out and bring our Scottie punch back in so that you guys can see the projects. Let me close the punch. All right, so there is our bundle and the really cool projects so far that we have worked on this week. I hope that you enjoyed watching me use the masks. If you do not subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Please don't forget, guys, hit that thumbs up button for me. That really helps. And if you would share the video, even if it's just to your Pinterest, that really helps me because YouTube sees that there's engagement and they love to show content that shows engagement. So I would appreciate that. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys here next week, next Tuesday at 8 p.m. You guys have an awesome day, and thanks for always being faithful and hanging out with me on Tuesday nights. If you ever miss, you can always catch the replay. And thanks for being here. This is Kelly with Inky Hands, Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!